Everybody, it's Kristin O'Brien, the president of Center County Association of Realtors, and we are doing another chat with one of our business partners. So I will let Joe introduce himself, and we'll go from there.
Hi, Christian. I'm Joe Davidson, Center County Recorder of Deeds. I've been serving you since I was first elected in November 1999. And since then, our team has made our office one of the most efficient Recorder of Deeds offices in the state of Pennsylvania. We brought to Center County the Webbia system, our online records information center, where all Center County records since 1800, when Center County was formed, are available to review via direct grantor and grantee access online lookup.
Wow, that's a lot. So how did you get into this? What made you want to run for Recorder of Deeds?
Well, I had a background in customer service and retail and business environment. And at the time, in 1999, the current recorder announced that she was going to retire. And one of my friends was the controller, Don Azendorf, at the time, Center County Controller. He asked if I'd consider running, and I said, I don't know anything about recording deeds. He said, well, you really don't have to know anything about recording deeds. You just have to have some good business qualities. He said, why don't you go talk to the current recorder who announced that she's going to retire and ask her what she thinks it's going to take. And she said, you need a little bit of marketing background, you need a little bit of finance background, you need a little bit of management background, and you need a little bit of business background, but you need a tremendous amount of customer service skills. And I said, well, I think I have all that. And I gave it a shot, and here I am after 22 years.
Yeah, dealing with realtors, attorneys, who knows? You definitely need to have people skills. All right, awesome. Well, so tell me a little bit about, for those of us or people that don't know, what the Recorder of Deeds does. I know, go into a little bit more depth about what services do you guys provide? Like, what's the main core of what you guys do?
Well, the Recorder of Deeds' main function is to record, preserve, protect, and reproduce legal documents that deal with real estate in Center County. And we're also the collection agent for the Pennsylvania Department of Revenue and the 37 or 38 different jurisdictions within the county that collect realty transfer tax. Last year, we collected and dispersed more than $22 million in this office.
Wow. Awesome. What other things do you want people to know about the Recorder of Deeds? I know we talked a little bit on the phone about something coming up soon, but what other things do you want to share for potential realtors and public?
Yeah, we're especially proud here in Center County of the fact that we were the first county in Pennsylvania to have all land records for the whole county available online for public access via the internet. In addition to the Recorder of Deeds office, we also provided access to tax assessment, tax claim, prothonotary, and register of wills records. We also have an excellent GIS mapping function on Webbia that gives exceptional access to aerial mapping of each individual parcel in Center County. Let's see. The other thing I want to bring up is that we're always exploring in new and evolving technologies to help us in our business practices. Like, we were the 5th county in Pennsylvania to do electronic or e-recording. In 2006, we partnered with a company called Simplifile to process documents faster, more securely, and more efficiently. And today, over 60% of our documents are done electronically. And we were hardworking and diligent during the pandemic and able to continue day-to-day operations without any or very limited interruptions or sacrifice in services. And I'm also very excited to announce a new service that recently went live that lets homeowners monitor their land records with the Recording Activity Information Notification System, or RAIN. And this permits property owners to observe and be notified about any land records activities that happen under their name. You can get more information about RAIN on our website, and it'll be coming soon to Facebook.
That's awesome. what made you guys go in that direction? Like, what are you seeing that made you guys want to create an ability for homeowners to monitor?
Well, it was partly as a result of all the increased, I guess, media coverage of land fraud and the solicitation from larger companies to get homeowners to act on their service, which they say monitor their land records activities.
Yeah. So basically, for anybody that doesn't understand what we're talking about, so it's basically if somebody tries to transfer a deed out of somebody's name, they would be notified that somebody's transferring that deed. Is that kind of how it works?
Correct. We can't prevent the land fraud from happening, but we can certainly notify you a lot quicker than any of the, what I believe, commercially available packages that charge you can do.
Yeah.
And I got to stress too that in the 22 years that I've been recorder of deeds of Center County, I don't know of any instances of anybody being a victim of land fraud. Typically, that happens in the metropolitan areas, and usually that happens to properties that are blighted or run down and abandoned.
That's really good to hear. Yeah, I mean, I've recently noticed it on the news as a newer thing. You know, maybe I haven't been paying attention, but that's good to hear that locally we don't have that.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, yes, true. So is there anything like, because obviously as a business partner, a lot of what you do is outreach to our realtors. If for any of our new realtors, is there anything that you think we should let them know specifically? I know the new electronic, like the deeds being recorded electronically is a big deal, but is there anything we should let new agents know about what you do?
Well, by all means, if you have questions during the process for recording, please give us a call. Don't wait until you're closing and you want to submit documents to record, because if there's defects or things that need to be adjusted, we don't want any closings held up here in the Recorder of Deeds office. We want to be able to have that transaction be smooth and completed efficiently and on time.
Is there anything that whenever like we have a deed prepared, is there anything that you see that's a common mistake that maybe we can try to correct on the front end?
Oh, that's a great question, and thank you for asking that. It always deals with typically the names and the acknowledgements. If it says John J. Doe on the caption or the front of the document, then as the grantor, he needs to sign it, John J. Doe, and it needs to be acknowledged or notarized as John J. Doe. You can't sign it J.J. Doe and then acknowledge it John Doe. It needs to be consistent. So the caption on the front, the signature, and the acknowledgement, they all need to be consistent. And that's, from our perspective, an indexing issue. We don't know whether to index it as John Doe or John J. Doe or J.J. Doe. Those are the issues that we struggle with on a day-to-day basis. And we try to educate our partners, and realtors are certainly one of our better partners on how to do it correctly. And if they have questions, again, just have them ask.
Okay. Yeah, I know that that's something that I make sure that I whenever if I'm there when they're signing the deed, I make sure to say sign it exactly how it's supposed to be. But I know sometimes you get talking and you don't realize, and then they've signed it and nobody's paid attention. So that's a really good tip.
Yep, and it's important to have it acknowledged that same way. And then
Exactly.
if there's a mortgage that follows the deed, if the grantee's name is John J. Doe, the mortgage should also be in John J. Doe's name, not J.J. Doe or J. Doe or whatever.
So just make sure everything matches and they sign everything the exact same way.
Correct.
And acknowledge it the same way.
Exactly. Okay.
For all you realtors out there, pay attention. All right, Joe, was there anything else you want to share? I think we covered a good portion of what you do. Anything else we missed?
Well, we're anxious to see how this recording activity information notification system is going to impact our constituents and the homeowners of Center County. So spread the word around about the RAIN system. The link is on our Recorder of Deeds website, which can be accessed through the county's website. Just click under the Recorder of Deeds tab, and then there's a RAIN or recording activity information notification button there. And I'm proud to be associated and a partner with the Center County Association of Realtors.
Yeah. Well, we're glad to have you. And I know during COVID, we were very thankful that you kept the doors open in a metaphorical sense, but you kept working so that the people that were relocating here and they were already under contract were able to close. So we really appreciate you 100%.
Well, we did our best with the situation that we were dealing with and the conditions that were forced upon us.
Exactly. All right. Well, thank you for the chat, and we hope to have more. And anybody that needs any information, reach out to Joe. He's a wealth of knowledge, obviously been our Recorder of Deeds for, would you say, over 20 years. So thank you very much.